दुवै
गुराँस पनि फुल्छ यहाँ
एउटै हो सबको रहर बनाऊ यो हाम्रो सहर
एउटै हो सबको रहर बनाऊ यो हाम्रो सहर
हाम्रो विराट नगर
Namaste and good afternoon everybody. Dear student, today I am feeling myself so excited. Do you know why? Yes, I am very excited today that I got the opportunity of spending that 30 minutes class with you. And I am sure you yourself are also ready for this class with your exercise book and pen. Are you ready? I think so. Be in front of your television screen and do continue with me. You are a bit in dilemma. Here, our classes are not going on as usual due to that pandemic, but don't worry. Everything would be usual sooner or later. For this, here we are to address you. Here we are to spend with you with some items that has been given in your curriculum. In your curriculum, that you are studying English or language, do you know? We are under the process of developing our English language. And language development depend on our language skills, development of language skills. There are 4 different language skills: listening, speaking, reading and writing. For the same, this class curriculum or textbook also has been designed to develop your all the language skills. Where there are lots of activities in the textbook. Most of you have not got your textbook yet. Don't worry. Without the textbook, lots of things can be done. If you are with the textbook, it's better if you are with me having the book also. If not, no matter. And in your course, there are lots of items: story, poems, essay, play, dialogues, and so many other items also for listening, speaking, reading and writing. But here in today's class, we are about to discuss on grammatical item. There are several grammatical items that you have to study, and that is here today that we are going to study is not the new one. It is also the usual grammatical item that you have studied in your previous classes also. Do you know? You have to study article, preposition, tag question, concord, tense, reported speech, voice, relative clause, causative verb, conditional sentence and so on. Here in our today's class, we are with conditional sentence that has been already written in the whiteboard. You can see that we are going to study about conditional sentence. With the name, be careful. Conditional sentence, there is a word condition. Do you know what a condition means? If you want to get the result of something, the condition should be followed. The condition should be followed, or if the condition occurs, then we can get the result. Under the same language function or language item there, we are discussing about the same, that we have to use conditional sentences in our expression views every day in our conversation. So, For the first, I would like to explain you what conditional sentence is. Let's get with the slide. Conditional sentence. Do you know what is conditional sentence? Generally, conditional sentence is used to express what actually happens, what could happen or what possibility to happen, and what we wish or imagine would happen. Then what might have happened. Have you noticed? I expresses four things here. What actually happens? That is something always truth, fact. And what is possible to happen there? Not certain, not sure, not the fact, but likely to be happen there. Like the same, there is something we make hypothesis, we make wish, something would happen there. And then here we also make imagine something might have happened in the past imagine. So in this way, conditional sentences are mainly expressed for those things, what actually happens, what could happen or possibility to happen, and what we wish or imagine would happen, and what might have happened there. In this way, that is the uses of conditional sentences. And to make you a bit more easier there, why not to discuss with the sentences? Look at on the screen, in the slide. You can see 5 sentences. Can you see? Yes. The first one is, if you boil water, it changes into steam. If you boil water, it changes into steam. If you are ill, go to the doctor. Third one, if you invite him, he will join the party. The fourth sentence, if you invited him, he would join the party. And fifth one sentence, if you had invited him, he would have joined the party. In this way, those five sentences are all conditional sentences. Have you observed there are 2 parts? We will discuss about these parts, the separation of this complete sentence into different 2 classes later there. But as I told you, 4 things why we use and how we use, why we use conditional sentence previously, like the same. These are the example of those 4 things. If you boil water, it changes into steam. That is the fact. If you are ill, go to the doctor. If you invite him, he will join the party. Things possible to happen. If you invited him, he would join the party. That's hypothesis, imagination, wish. And if you had invited him, he would have joined the party. That is past imagination. So these are just the example. Now, we have to analyze, we have to think, we have to differentiate those 5 sentences. What are they different in meaning? What meaning do they deliver? We are going to discuss. Look at the next slide, you can see that. Look at the first sentence. If you boil water, it changes into steam. It has been underlined. If you boil water, one part, it changes into steam. That is the another one part. If you boil water, that is condition. That is also known as the conditional clause. And if that occurs, if that condition occurs, if we follow this condition, we get that result. It changes into steam. That is the result here. Like the same, look at the next sentence. Water changes into steam if you boil it. The same thing, just reversed. So what does it mean? Condition refers to something that we have to do or follow. So here I mean to make you clear that in the conditional sentence there are 2 parts. One is known as the conditional clause, other one is known as the result. The result is also known as the main clause. And these conditional sentence where there are two clauses there, these two clauses are joined with conjunction if or unless. Here only if has been used, but unless is also the same, but it is a negative form of if there. But if we use conditional clause in the as the first clause in the initial position, if conditional clause is in the initial position, we have to separate conditional clause with the main clause by giving comma. You can notice that comma also, don't forget that. But if we use the result clause, that means the main clause, in the initial position of the conditional sentence, we do no need of any comma to write. Just we join with the conjunction if or unless it has been done the same one. Already I told you, if we want to get the result, the conditions should occur. So the result can only be happen if the condition occurs. So it is called conditional sentence. Why it is called conditional sentence? We say this type of sentence, this type of expression, the conditional sentence, because result can only be happen if the condition occurs. And now here we have to discuss about the different types of the conditional sentence according to their meaning, what they express. Generally, it is not the universally accepted rule there. Generally, we make 4 different types of conditional sentence. Also, there are some people, there are some grammarians, they say, no, there should be 5 types of conditional sentence. But some of them say there should be 3 types of conditional sentence. Whatever they say, just here we are. Here we are discussing why to use conditional sentence and how to use that. So here I have tried to make you easier classifying those conditional sentence into 4 different types. The first one is zero conditional. Zero conditional. Zero conditional mean, look at the sentence, the example sentence has been given. We discuss about zero conditional and we practice a lot of sentence to form a lot of sentence and express our view in using zero conditional later there. Just the introduction. Zero conditional, if you boil water, it changes into steam. That has been already mentioned also. So there is the fact. There is always truth. So when we have to discuss, when we have to express the fact with the condition, then we have to use zero conditional. Next, here we say first conditional. First conditional, look at the structure, the usage of connectives, commas, the same. If you invite him, he will join the party. Be careful. What are the differences involved in both clauses, in conditional clause and main clause? You have to be careful on that. But furthermore, we do later there. And second conditional, if you invited him, he would join the party. And the third conditional, if you had invited him, he would have joined the party. Have you noticed? What are the differences involved? There is not only the differences involved, the meaning they deliver is completely different. Here, there is not an example about the another type of conditional sentence that can be called under zero conditional, or that can be also explained as the first conditional, or that can also be known as the imperative conditional also. So here now we have to practice, we have to discuss about zero conditional. Look at zero conditional. There are especially 3 sentences. The first 3 sentences should be noticed. We discuss about last 2 sentences after that. They are a bit different. Be careful. Under the first conditional, so the zero conditional, as you notice here, If you boil water, it changes into steam. In the slide, you can get that there is underlined. The verb boil has been underlined and changes has also been underlined. Do you know why? In zero conditional, the conditional clause if you boil water, verb 1 has been used, simple present has been used. And in, look at here, in main clause, that means the result, the same simple present tense has been used. Second sentence, the same thing. The weather is clear. If the weather is clear, I go out in the evenings. That is a bit different. We discuss about it more also. And look at the third one sentence. The ice melts if you heat it. Here the first clause is result and the second one is condition. And now in the fourth sentence you can find out a bit different there. If you want to play with me, there is a word missing, eh? We have to correct that. If you want to play with me, there should be, with has been missed. Do your homework in time. The same condition has been written in simple present tense, but look at here in the main clause, there is not subject. That main clause begins with the verb, main verb, that is called imperative. So be careful with the verbs. Here I just want to make you careful with the verb which has been underlined there. And the last sentence, stay at home if you keep yourself healthy. Stay at home if you keep yourself healthy. In this way, these are the examples of zero conditional. But second, last two sentences can also be called first conditional also, or can also be kept under the same zero conditional, or can also be known as the imperative conditional too. And now we have to analyze that. We have to form the rule. What could be the structure? What could be the structure of zero conditional? We have to find out that. Let's find out the structure and find out the meaning of these sentences. Look at, as we studied, as we discussed, as we noticed those 5 sentences, what did you find out? You can read that. Zero conditional sentence describe fact or the general truth. Is there is a sentence, the ice melts if you heat it. It is absolute truth. Though you don't want to melt the ice, automatically it is melted if you heat it. So for the absolute truth, zero conditional sentence is used. Or in this expression, the result is always certain and the condition always has the same result. Always the same. So it is also known as the cause and effect. So what is the structure of first conditional? The structure of first conditional is, if you use the conditional clause in the initial position, for the first you write if or unless. After that there should be the condition, then there should be comma, after there is the result. But the structure, the form of the verb, condition should be written in simple present tense. I am sure you must have the idea about the structure of simple present tense. Simple present tense generally use or express or deliver the universal truth, our routine, the fact, the truth, in this way. So the structure of a zero condition is, condition should also be in simple present tense, verb 1, verb 5, and main clause should also be in simple present tense, verb 1 or verb 5. Or we can use the result clause first. The same thing it is. If we use result clause first, tense would be the same, simple present or present simple, but there is no need of any comma. And then conditional clause. The example you can observe again, the ice melts if you heat it. So be careful, especially when you appear in your exam. That question is not asked as the reproduction question there. You will be given the question and 3 alternatives there. You have to choose the best one. Which one is the best for that? That means there will be blank. The verb of there can be, the blank can be in conditional clause or the main clause. If you have to correct the verb of the main clause, you have to go with the result clause. And if you have to correct the verb of the result clause, you have to notice the main verb of the conditional clause. So look at here, the ice melts if you heat it. So the condition is in simple present tense. Heat, verb 1 is given, and now you have to write the suppose you have to correct the result, then what do? If you heat, when we heat ice, yes, that is absolute truth, it melts. When we boil water, it is ultimate truth, it changes into steam, it makes vapor. So that is the fact. So both should be in simple present tense. The same thing, if the weather is clear, I go out in the evening. A bit different. You may ask me the question, so the ice melts if we heat it. That is true, it is scientific fact, no doubt at all. But if the weather is clear, I go out in the evening, is it scientific fact? I may stay in my house, you may think so. But what do the meaning of this sentence do you know? It tells our routine life, our habit. So zero conditional can also be used to express our routine. That to express our general routine or general truth or habit can also be said. It doesn't mean that if you write if the weather is clear, I will go out in the evening. That is 100% right. No doubt, my dear student. If the weather is clear, I will go out in the evening. 100% correct. But the meaning is completely different. What the difference in meaning we will study while discussing about first conditional there. And here there is a structure of first conditional. There is a structure of first conditional there. The structure, oh no, there is also, we have not discussed about the imperative. So imperative condition in simple present tense, result, imperative means that begins with the verb. And then if we use imperative, result as the initial clause, first imperative clause, after that condition. The example, if you want to play with me, there is also the mistake, there should be with, just before me, preposition has been missed there. Do your homework in time, stay at home if you keep yourself healthy. In this way, here we discuss about zero conditional today. We have not done practice. We have to do practice, and don't worry, this item has been taken. This item has been mentioned in your textbook page number 85. You can look at the book where there are lots of exercises. Of zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and all third conditional there. Do look your textbook and do the practice, and in our coming class we not only discuss about first, second, and third conditional there, we also do lots of practice. I will provide you lots of examples about it. Thank you. Thank you very much for your active participation for this 30 minutes with me. And it's time to say goodbye, namaste.